Uh, what's happening, y'all? It's your man PL, Rockwell. We got a special guest while we in the middle of doing some construction for the set. We got our homeboy Mad Marlon in today.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yak yak.
Yak, yak.
True KCK
Yiggity.
representative. Um, in my opinion, the mayor of the 913rd.
Yak yak.
Uh,
Yiggity.
how you doing, man?
Life is goddamn hood. Life is good on planet Earth.
I hear that.
Merge.
Church. Um, let's see. For those that are unfamiliar, Marlon is a MC, producer, entrepreneur, and community activist.
Holy. Oh, that's the explosion right there.
And is currently short on oxygen.
Yeah.
But recovering.
Let's get it in.
Shit, how long you been rapping, Marlon?
Moons, man, I've been rapping for a long time, but shit, keep shit trial. I've been rapping, I've been rapping since 90. I'm rapping since 90. I wrote my first rap in fucking 91 when that deep cover shit dropped. When that deep cover shit dropped, I was like, I can do this. Like, if this skinny motherfucker, you know what I mean, can do this shit and have that shit simplistic like that, I can do this shit. Yeah, since 91, you can do the math.
Yeah, that beat was shit. To this day, that beat still goes hard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, before Deep Cover dropped, you know, I wanted to be a rapper, but it's like when motherfucking, when Snoop kind of dropped, it's just like, okay, yeah, he made that shit seem like, okay, Nick Young motherfuckers from the hood can do this shit. But yeah, but I really come from the Michael Jackson era too, though, so, if you just want to go all the way back and know Marlon before rap, nigga was on his moonwalk, nigga was on his motherfucking MJ kick, So rap just came along and took over.
Right.
Yeah.
Gave you more of a voice.
Yeah. Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, but when that whole NWA family tree dropped, it just kind of solidified, okay, yeah, this is what I want to be.
I feel you on that. I think for me it was the EPMD family tree that made me really because EPMD is my favorite group.
EPMD?
Yeah. Redman is my favorite.
Redman is in my top 5.
My favorite solo artist. I really, people think I'm joking, and to a degree I am, but I'm dead serious about it. I petition when people want, do they top 10s and top 5 or whatever, or who's a GOAT. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't necessarily mean it, but I will always. But oftentimes I'll say Redman, just because of the 30 years of consistency and dopeness. Even though
It will be by the time he's gone, whenever that may be.
Redman is Redman is in my top 5, man. Like for me, it's like his his punctuation on his words, and he was he was more of an East Coast artist too, that you can still catch him over some funk instrumentals. Not all East Coast you can catch him on some funk instrumentals.
well, that's because he's a lot of his production was Eric Sermon.
Yeah,
Eric Sermon
right,
was,
right.
He fucked with the funk.
And I think it was just his animation for me. Redman he's in my top 5. Yeah, I fuck with Redman heavy.
Yeah, but it was. But for me, that was the grouping, and then the NWA grouping was I think solidified it for me. Like, damn, I got 3 or 4 homeboys, and I kind of write for them, and they do, and I think we could really do this.
Yeah, NWA. I mean, shit, NWA. A lot of people. See, like in the Midwest area, they be like, a lot of West Coast artists. They try to keep like. It's the word, lyricists. Like them was like MC Ren, Ice Cubes. They wasn't West Coast lyricists. They was lyricists. I'll be what is known as a bandit. You gotta hand it to me. If like the grand finale, like NWA, that's like our Beatles, man. And Ice Cube and MC Ren, and really Ice Cube, huh? Yeah, that's. I mean, like all the kids from the ghetto. Everybody born in the 70s, when it comes to rap, hip hop, I mean, because it might be different if niggas from New York. So let me, niggas like might be. For me, coming from where I grew up, I would say NWA. That was like,
I would say though, even though NWA was considered underground, but they still had more crossover appeal than
they crossed over once they had they fucking CDs out there.
Right. You know what I mean? That immediately translated over. That's why the West Coast blew up that fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if you just talk about just bars like Ice Cube, MC Ren, the DOC, that's like, to me, that's lyrics. That is dope lyrics. And if you ask Ice Cube who his God MCs are, he gonna go back east,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think the older West Coast artists, to a degree, had to go back east because that's where it was from.
Right.
But they
had to have references from there.
But those were just their references.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? They like with the message from Grandmaster Flash Miller, and I think that they told some shit that was going on on they block.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the West Coast cats like Rodney and Joe Cooley,
right?
Just prior to NWA, and then NWA.
Yeah,
themselves.
I'm definitely know about Rodney and Joe Cooley.
Oh man. Hey, look up Rodney and Joe Cooley.
Mm-hmm.
Their music's on Tidal, Spotify, Pandora, all that. West Coast double OGs. Rodney and Joe Cooley were the first West Coast cats I ever heard.
Mm.
And then I heard Too Short, and then I heard NWA.
I want to say I heard Too Short before NWA.
I heard Too Short way before NWA.
And because I want to say Too Short probably had Dope on the Streets before NWA.
I want to say that's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember being like...
But once they all dropped, that was the West Coast collective right there. NWA, Too Short, Compton's Most Wanted. Can't forget about Compton's Most Wanted.
Oh, yeah, CMW. Spice One.
I was just about to say, came on Spice One, E40.
E40. JT the Bigger Figure.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? San Quinn. It was shit. Really, you could probably slide like Sibo and Brother Lynch in there too.
Mm. Yeah. And bro, I remember one day me and the Popper was talking. I was in DJ Fresh basement. This fucking true story. When I brought fucking Brother Lynch into my top 10, them niggas fucking was like trying to kick me out of goddamn. Hey, go fucking. I was like, man, y'all tripping. I think.
Hey, Lynch. If he's not in my top 10, he's definitely in my top 15.
Man, if you grew up in the 90s in the Midwest area,
you was bumping some Lynch.
You was bumping some Lynch.
Whether you was on that side or not, you was bumping some Lynch.
And he was underground, so he never went mainstream. So,
Lynch would be just pop up at Seventh Heaven sometimes. Get his Kansas City money.
It was here.
Oh man,
it was here.
Kansas City's good for out of town artists to be able to come and do some features.
Yeah, most definitely, definitely.
Kansas City's real good for that.
Most definitely.
I ain't even mad. Everybody get theirs however they feel like they got to.
Yeah.
Because you're not robbing nobody, you ain't hurting nobody. Shit, go for it.
You're incentivizing.
All right, Marlon, man. We've seen each other a few times since the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And we've talked about this, but I want to talk about it. I just want to say it on camera, on public, on record. The pandemic fucked you over because it hit right when the slap video came out. And that slap video is some of the hardest shit.
That shit hard.
Hey,
bro.
man, that's
that
some of the hardest
tight,
shit that I've seen from anybody.
And I had to just brainwash myself to just go with the flow. Like, if it ain't pop, it ain't pop. I say, you're a bitter OG. I just, for real, I didn't take time. I treated it like niggas die every day, B. I like songs fly. That's how I did because, and I know it's like slap, like, for me to be a veteran rapper, for me to come from an era where, like, back then, bro, like, that video, if you take my video Slap and go back to if you go back to, like, 1998, 97, like, that shit would cost, like, man, it's, like, so much, like, and, you know, what I pay LB to do that, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, to have a video like that, finally, just those graphics and all that shit like that, but it be so kind of, like, not late, but I just, you know, late or whatever, but for it to just be like in a time now where, okay, like, where you can have a fucking video like that tomorrow. I need to step on the mic too, right here.
Hey, I'm gonna interrupt for a brief second, man. I have to give props to these motherfucking shell toes, man.
Yeah, man, them motherfuckers
Holy
is fresh,
shit.
very fucking fresh, very
Holy
fucking fresh.
shit. Wow.
That
wow,
nigga crazy,
we gonna
boy.
get a snap of it and throw in there in the post,
boy.
man. Oh my goodness.
Very fucking fresh. That nigga Mitch said very fucking fresh.
Whoa. Yeah, them, I ain't seen them. Wow.
Whenever you and your girl go to if y'all ever go to Six Flags anywhere east, you know you always stop at the little shoe spots on the
outlets on the high off the highway. Yeah.
Put a silencer on it. Put a silencer on it. Yeah. What the fuck were we saying?
Oh, we was talking about the slap video.
Oh yeah, man. The song too. And
The
like,
song is hard. The video is hard.
I don't know. I just feel like Slap was it. I just thought that was it. I thought that shit was gonna be like catapult me up, like, cause I wasn't even gonna record Slap. I let Toothpick hear that shit in the car one day. We was at my brother's house. He came and bought a hoodie, and I was just playing the beats. My nephew AJ, the nigga who did the beat, Rick Hard's son. I was just playing the beat and I started spitting my verses to it and shit. And he was like, nigga, you need to record that. And it wasn't no fucking pandemic or nothing. And recorded it. You know, Slap was recorded one take too, you know. And one take. We don't do 4 or 5 takes and shit. But yeah, man, the pandemic hit. That was it. So, yeah. I mean, and I don't even I mean, what does that mean when the pandemic hit? Like, cause like, I don't know. I feel like, cause I guess when the pandemic hit, they shut down the clubs and the DJs can't play it. Cause Fresh was playing slap on his live for a while. He had it in rotation, so
Yeah. The pandemic, when they started doing the 6 foot social distancing, and that cut down on capacities, because we got a spot that usually had like 500 people. Now you can only probably have like 100 people in there.
When I wiped down my entire house in bleaching alcohol.
Well, that was probably needed anyway. Yeah, the pandemic was for entertainers, especially entertainers at our level. I call it the ground level, because we are the ground of what's going down. But that's the beautiful spot, in my opinion. Because I think the ground level has more control over what you're doing personally for your career, and then also on what becomes the next level of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The ground level will push the next level artist up to the next level, and show them how to do that, and to be able to continue to do that, and then also toughen them up. See, I think one of the biggest problems with artists today is that they don't know how to take the word no.
You said don't know how to take the word no?
Because they don't, like when we were coming up, we'd be at a gas station, posted up. I got tapes, I got CDs, I got flyers. You're going to get one of these motherfuckers before our transaction is done.
I think that thing is likes, man, I mean, if an artist like, likes, when a 16-year-old artist now selling a CD out the trunk of his car, like that shit, or handing out a flyer, or a 16-year-old artist right now, all that shit sound like ancient. Like you talking about, that would be talking to us back in the day about like fucking the 60 times and shit, like bell bottom times and shit, like when we was younger. Like that's what talking about CDs is to a 16-year-old kid now. Like, so a 16-year-old kid now, especially when he can record a song on his phone, he can make a video on his phone.
Literally.
Today, he can do that shit today. So, like, how can you tell him that about selling a CD outside of a gas station, or, you know what I'm saying? Or handing out a flyer, when he can, like, he's so far advanced on creating the content that we took 6 months to make. It took us months to make our albums back in the day.
Well, see, I think that's also an advantage that they have now, though, is that it's not about an album or a whole project anymore. It's a song. It's a single-driven market.
Yeah.
And had we had a single-driven market, I think that, we would have had a lot more. The amount of success and the amount of ups, the cash line. But
it's really back to the 50s and 60s in that regard.
Yeah, because everybody got a single.
We believe singles was supposed to be used to push your album.
And your album was supposed to be dope.
Yeah.
Front to back.
I think time just repeating itself, because it's a time back in the day in the, the Cadillac record days, the Muddy Water days, where just singles, the industry was single driven. It's just time repeating itself. It was a time in the industry where it was just all about that one song, and everybody had one song.
Right.
It's just too bad them artists didn't own the rights to that shit.
Man. Shit. And I also want to give you credit. We've had this conversation before too, but like I said, just want to do it on film or whatever. You were one of the first of our level artists to say fuck it and just go out.
Yeah, you were.
When you had the spaceship.
The spaceship.
I never saw you in town, and I loved it. But when I would run into you, you just get back from like doing Gathering the Juggalos or 25 shows in the middle of Iowa.
Yeah, out there.
And I'd be like, that's what I'm talking about. And, you know, you showed people at the time how to get out there and get it. If they didn't...
I was so jealous of that van. So jealous of that van.
You should too. It was, I can make a movie. Like I got stories. Like sometimes I tear up from just telling so many stories from meeting so many different just type of people from just being. You know, it was so many occasions where people could have just kidnapped me and chopped my body up, bro, and y'all would have. Nobody would know where I was at. I would be gone because I was just in my van. I was so far deep into the heart of America, the outback.
Wow.
He
said the outback.
You know, white people just fucking just taking me fucking in, bro. Just fucking kicking it with me. Just fucking invite me back to their house. Just like. You know, it's so many occasions where, you know, I was out there to where, you know, I was on the road for like 2 or 3 days, you know, and it was like grind season, like no shower, just like, you know, same clothes, just like pushing it, next city, just trying to get to the next city. And it was times where, like, you know, motherfucking white dude bought a CD and shit, and, you know, shit, he done bought the CD, went home, came back, and shit, and said, "Man, you really slept here in this Walmart parking lot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I'm telling him I'm not homeless or nothing. I'm just a rapper on tour, and I'm state to state with my shit." And he get it, and he, you know, so shit, that nigga came, that shit, nigga, come on back to my house, man. I just told my fucking mom about you, man. She's fucking cooking, bro. And he brought me back like a big trophy, like Richard Pryor movie, like a big toy rapper, like a big, like, and I'm a local nigga experiencing what you should see on the Hollywood screen. So that's why it's hard for me to like understand like where my career is now. You know, it's just kind of like I kind of just let it go. Cause shit like that don't happen to everybody, and when shit like that happen to you, it's like, oh well, you know that word entitlement. You know, I just found, I just came to grips with that word. You know, maybe like a year ago. You know, Jazz made a post one day, and me and Jazz was talking about that word entitlement because I felt like
I think I remember that post. Yeah,
you know, I felt like I toured so many cities. I felt like I sold so many CDs out the trunk of my car that you know, shit, nigga, I deserve a fucking record deal or some shit, you know. Yeah, but yeah, them tour stories is them vans. That van, man. I was out there, bro.
Nah, that van was epic.
It was epic, bro.
It was epic.
And I got stories, man, and I just.
That band is legendary.
You know, the Michael Brown. I was out there doing the Michael Brown, doing all that when all that happened, you know. And it was the gathering of the Juggalos. Man.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I need a van. I need a van so bad.
It paid off. I made my money back, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah.
You know? I only paid $28, and they, you know, he was gonna charge me more, but I had a $500 in cash. The Rap Factory, shout out to the Rap Factory if they still in business.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And you know, I the money that I paid to get my van wrap, I got that from tips, like tips.
Wow.
Tips. tips. White people from Johnson County, Independence, all over the Kansas City area tipping me from delivering their furniture. Those tips, that's what paid for that wrap or that van. Those tips. That's facts, nigga.
And kept that motherfucker finely tuned, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Finely tuned.
Hella stories. Hell of them.
Yeah, I remember I was, I don't remember, it was one of the, it was the first summer, no, this might have been the second summer you was out, but you was in the middle of Indiana, and I was like, be careful, Marlon.
Indiana. Yeah, you know, in Indiana, man, they got some white boys.
Utah East.
We know Indiana. Yeah, Indiana's like mega racist.
I remember Gary, like,
oh, it goes down in Gary.
Nigga, I just got back on the highway. Like, I got, you know, the Gary, Indiana exit at the truck stop I was at, you know, the lady was like, you know, take that street there, just go 2 blocks that way, just head. She said, baby, that's the heart. And I swear to God, boy, I did not take the second exit. I just busted a U. Because it's like the urban poverty landscape is not like what I ever seen on an everyday basis here in KC. Like, even this neighborhood right here,
throughout
this is
the entire
good, clean
city.
Compared to, like, and you know, this, I don't know if y'all ever been in a place where somebody like started shooting or something, but certain people, you know, you start getting that shaking part. Like when I first went to LA, South Central, I had that same feeling. When I was in South Central, but in Gary, Indiana,
it's like East St. Louis times 30.
Yeah, I got back. I didn't even.
It's scary in Gary.
I didn't go sightseeing in Gary.
Like not like it like I remember.
I went sightseeing in Chicago, but I didn't go sightseeing in Gary.
Well, I was in Chicago visiting my kid, and one way or another, I didn't get off on the right exit, and ended up seeing her. Welcome to Gary, and then I was like, Gary, and then I was like, I mean, I knew it was right here on the other side of the line, but I don't see nothing that looks like a city.
Right. You probably saw the gathering of the Juggalos, because Gary, and that's where the gathering of the Juggalos was at. It was in Indiana.
That motherfucker look bombed out, yo.
Man, it's a whole.
It looked like motherfuckers dropped artillery on that town, man.
Oh, Gary, Indiana.
Yeah,
it's poverty. Like you can like. You gotta grow up in there. You gotta grow up there to deal with that. I don't even know nowhere in KCK that look landscape wise that visually look like that. Unless you like on the bottoms or something. Not even
I can't.
bottoms.
Nope. Not one block. Not one block.
Yeah, it's
that's inhabited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. A struggle.
So you got a new video out now. What's the name of it?
Yak Yak.
Yak Yak.
Yak Yak.
We've played the song on a couple of the Funky Fresh First Fridays that we do. It's where we just play music instead of doing an episode. We'll just do a show, let Rockwell spin and play music and shit. That's why when you want to be like, hey man, yo, send me this.
Yeah.
And so I can get it to him so we.
We dropping it. Yeah. Immediately.
I heard that
expeditiously.
It wasn't even the whole. It was the little snippet that you would put out on like Instagram.
Yeah.
And I think I hit you up immediately after I was oh shit. Oh, hey, Hey, send me
We
that.
need that.
Yeah,
We'll need
Yak Yak. That's
Yak yak.
That's
produced
like
by
that.
Mr.
Yak
Make
yak
Beats.
indeed.
Yeah, Yak Yak. That's just my trademark, and that's the video for it. Shot by LB. Think we shot that motherfucker in one take too. We just shot that mother real quick.
Okay, what's the origin of Yak Yak though?
It was just a time before I got the van, before I decided to get the Mad Bags, before I just the X's on the glasses, before putting the yellow and green hair ties on my dreads. I was just thinking and I was in Dallas. I was peeping out to just the Dallas scene, the music scene. And I was just thinking, I was just seeing how, this, 2008 and 9 is this, what era of music we was in then? We was in everything was a dance type of move era.
Everything was club music.
Yeah. And, because like a year later, I got my van rap. And Yak Yak is just, Yak Yak was just literally me just saying I need a call. Hootie Hoo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Hootie Hoo, that was my first example, when people see me, what they gonna say. And I think, it's, Yak Yak, yiggity.
Okay, you would have know what's hilarious. I can't remember. Oh, P, help me out. I hope you know the name of this movie. Oh, was Invaders from Mars or whatever?
No, Attack from Mars.
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks, yeah.
I swore up and down back in the day. I thought that's where you got it from.
Oh, that right there?
Yeah.
No, you might
it's never even crossed your mind, has it?
Nah.
That's killer.
But what I got from that is AFM, Attack for Mars. I just, when Mars Attack, because my street team is Attack for Mars, AFM.
Yeah.
But that's what I got from that.
Yeah.
No, Yak Yak just a brainchild, something I just picked up out of my brain. When people see me, we need a call, Hootie Hoo. Yeah.
That's mind blowing.
That's my movie though, right there. When Mars Attack.
I haven't watched that in a minute. Shit, what you watching? Are you watching anything?
Yeah, man, I fuck with Power heavy. 50 Cent fucking the street game up. I fuck with Power Ghost heavy. Walking Dead, I was a super duper fucking Walking Dead, just man, probably the most hoodest Walking Dead fanatic there is.
I was too until about 2 years ago, and it just
when they took Rick out, man, I just
missed the episode, and after that it was just
it's Walking Dead is I really watch a lot of YouTube. I'm back being a YouTube fanatic now and shit. I be on Prime surfing some shit. Right now I'm just keeping up until Walking fucking Dead come back to the final season come back. And that don't fucking come back till what we about to come into Christmas. The Walking Dead is about to fucking come back. Here pretty soon, Valentine's Day. I fuck with Power heavy, man. BMF is cool, It's cool, I fuck. It's we just gotta give it time, cause I know 50 Cent. I know he ain't just trying to give it all, cause look how many shows he putting out. Can he just have 3 bomb ass? Is that just really possible like that?
He's efforting.
And they done killed Lamar, so now we need another villain. So who gonna be the new villain now? Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
shit. I ain't really been watching too much, to be honest. I've been trying to. I watch Blacklist, so I've been trying to catch up on that.
Oh, I need to get back. I'm a season or two behind on that.
I watched Doom Patrol. I got a few episodes of that I gotta watch.
I can't get into that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, man.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube on how to, do green screen effects and do all, woo and blah blah blah.
YouTube taught me how to cook, man. I'm cold. I just YouTube. I'm cold with it, boy. I'm like, I know how to make sauce, gravy now and shit. I know how to make all kind of shit now for you just watching YouTube. And I just think that shit is so crazy. The one thing technology is good for to teach you how to fucking make something.
I can't say I've been as productive with my YouTube as of late. One of my fascinations has been a YouTube page called Karen's in the Wild.
Ah, man, I can only imagine.
It's just full all kinds of footage of Karens being
man, that's
Karens.
what I'm saying. I can only
And most of them paying the price. It's very satisfying.
I'm gonna fuck around and look that shit up too.
If the people are trying to find your music online, where can they?
Shit, I'm on. My shit it's on all digital platforms. Shit, man, I'm fucking dope. You gotta name all them shits off nowadays.
Nah.
Yeah, it's on.
We on the green screen. I'm gonna just put them up.
Oh hell yeah, man.
Flash them right over.
I hate that shit. It's on all digital platforms. Really, I'm pushing my YouTube channel. I want people to follow me on YouTube. Follow my podcast, Run Your Mouth Podcast.
Yep.
Follow Mad Marlon on YouTube. But as far as my music, it's digital. And I got hard. We keep the hard copy. So if you want hard copies, just
yeah. I was about to say you might want to be more specific.
we keep CDs.
You can't tell somebody you got hard nowadays.
Yeah.
They be like, "Oh, word."
We got the soft and we got the hard. I mean, digital, and we got the
analog.
And CDs.
I guess CD ain't even analog. It's still digital, but it's your physical.
Yeah, I'm just running through 1,000. I ordered 1,000 copies. And I'm down to like maybe my last 20.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Shit, that's great. It's
there's plenty of people driving old school. They're CD players.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, and sometimes people who don't got CDs player, they'll get them too.
Mm-hmm.
Once I put this mouthpiece on that ass.
So, serious question. Being from KCK, have you had like any problems dealing with KC Mo in a I don't want to say in a get respect kind of way, but kind of in a you know what I'm saying, because of the because of the perceived tension between the alleged, I don't know. I ain't never had no problem with KCK because I spent a lot of time over there.
Well, because it's hard, man. Because what it is, the tension was there before I came. So it's sometimes we get it. I'm just somebody who the thorn bush was there before I got there. I'm just a resident that I got scratched by it. But the thing about the difference between me is I'm one of the very few artists from KCK that built his legacy on both sides of the river. So the early stages of my music career, there was no social media, so there was no way for me to voice my opinion about Kansas and Missouri or the politics. So we kind of just kept it to ourselves, or we talked about it in barbershop conversations. But the thing about it don't even matter. Like rappers from Kansas that's popular in Missouri, because it's rappers from Kansas that's popular in Missouri that Missouri niggas fuck with. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's still some of them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, even them or us, we still a Kansas nigga. And that's because the politics was there before us. It was when my mama was in high school. Missouri niggas, want to come to Kansas and get some of that Wyandotte. And Kansas niggas want to go to Missouri and get some of that Show Me Tell. But it ain't, to say has it been a problem, that would just be personal, man, because, DJ Fresh, it's like, that's my brother, bro, on some real, I mean, not like Walt, but like on some hip hop shit. Like, I done been at Fresh in them house eating breakfast early in the morning. I done slept on their couch. Like, Fresh mama called me Mad Dog when I go to the door over there on 63rd. So when I speak about the politics between Kansas and Missouri, I can't speak from a
place of negativity.
Yeah, I ain't good with my big words when I'm on this baby arm. I can still speak from a place of anger and bitter.
Right.
But it ain't gotta be, my words don't gotta be sharp. They can be rounded.
I feel
they ain't gonna dig into you. Right. They just gonna I'm
gonna feel it.
Yeah. And I mean, really, man, no, it really ain't been no problem, man, because like I said, has somebody from Missouri said no, they not fucking with me because I'm from Kansas? And my whole career of being a rapper in this local scene area, man, probably 1%. So if you see me speaking on Kansas and Missouri politics, I'm speaking on politics that I just grew and learned and saw that's been going on, and I decided to speak out on. I'm one of the first rappers from KCK to speak, promote, embrace KCK hip hop culture and heritage, if that sounds good.
Sound good to me?
Add some more words in there. Let me see. No, I'm with it. No, okay, I'm with it.
No, that sound good to me.
I mean, I'm just trying to, a lot of people say, but, and I just think that's important because if this was LA, you guys would be LA. And KCK, we would be like Compton, or, I mean, you can switch it around. It don't fucking matter. But I'm just saying, people think that when I speak about the politics concerning Casey, Missouri, they think I'm speaking from they think I'm speaking like, they want me to be quiet about it. Because I speak from a place of where what's this word I'm looking for? because the shit is really rooted in race and history.
Oh yeah.
And Civil War. And
Oh yeah, it goes on. It goes. See, and we've had this discussion a few times.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, is this the time to even, like, you know?
Oh, fuck it.
Because I don't forgot what the goddamn question was. I'm about to dig off into my bag of revolutionary. And I'm like, well, hold on now. What was the question again? Like,
well, the question
has been from Kansas, Missouri, ever what?
Has there ever been an issue about you being from Kansas?
Yeah, you know what?
Side, you know what I'm saying?
One day in a fucking bathroom in a club in Missouri and downtown, what's that club called? Tech-9 was performing. I tried to sell this Missouri nigga
Life.
Club Life. It's downtown.